Hello. Today, we will take a stroll through the old town of the Czech Republic, Cesky Krumlov. This is a small town in South Bohemia, Czech Republic, known for its medieval architecture and well-preserved historic center. The town is situated on the Vltava River and is a popular tourist destination due to its unique historical and cultural heritage. Cesky Krumlov is one of the most beautiful small historic towns in Europe. It captivates with its stunning natural landscape and unique, predominantly Renaissance architecture. The town resembles a historical movie set. Its prosperity is mainly attributed to the powerful aristocratic Rosenberg family, who built their magnificent residence here, which at the time could easily rival the residence of the Czech rulers in Prague. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Also, support the video with a like. We would really appreciate it. And don't forget to leave a comment with your impressions of the video. If you have any questions, you can also leave them in the comments, and we will definitely answer them. We will start our walk from Cloak Bridge, and along the way, I'll be telling you about significant places or any other interesting information. The history of Cesky Krumlov is a remarkable tale of how a small town became a magnificent center of culture and history. It all began long ago, back in the 13th century, when a tiny settlement emerged here on the banks of the Vltava River. Over time, walls and towers were erected around this settlement to protect it from enemies. And next to this settlement arose a powerful and majestic castle, which became the heart of the city. The castle of Cesky Krumlov became not only a fortress, but also a symbol of the power and wealth of its owners. Century after century, the city grew and flourished. During the Renaissance period, culture and art flourished here thanks to the Rosenberg family, who turned Krumlov into a center of cultural life. Magnificent theatrical performances, exhibitions, and musical concerts took place here. Today, Cesky Krumlov is not only a historical monument, but also a popular tourist city, attracting people from all over the world with its unique architecture, culture, and atmosphere. The old streets, castle walls, and Baroque palaces remind us of the grandeur of the past, while modern museums and festivals bring its present life to life. The Krumlov Mill in Cesky Krumlov, located on Široká Street, is a water mill standing in the center of the city on the Vltava River. Today, it serves as a gallery and museum of vintage motorcycles. Water for the water wheel was supplied from the dam. The mill is completely devoid of technologies. Only the undershot water wheel and Francis turbine have been preserved. From this spot, there's also an interesting view of the Cesky Krumlov Castle Tower. I will guide you through the most popular tourist route in Cesky Krumlov. We will visit the Church of St. Vitus, and not far from there is a viewpoint with a view of the town and the castle. From there, we will walk to the historical square in Cesky Krumlov, and at the end, we will see the castle itself and its castle park. Please support our channel by liking the video, subscribing if you haven't already, and leaving a comment with your impressions or questions about the video. Your support and engagement motivate us to create new content. The house paintings are one of the most beautiful features of Cesky Krumlov, giving the city a unique and picturesque appearance. In the old town, you will find houses adorned with various paintings, adding color and life to the narrow streets. These paintings can be incredibly diverse, from geometric patterns to images of flowers, animals, or scenes from local history. Some of them look like true works of art created by skilled masters, while others appear simpler and more folk-like, but all of them contribute to the city's unique and distinctive character. These paintings are not just decorations for the city's houses, but also part of its cultural heritage. They remind us that Cesky Krumlov is not only a historical monument, but also a vibrant and creative space where history intertwines with modernity in the most unexpected and beautiful ways. Delivered with genuine admiration for the artistic beauty of the house paintings,
I wanted to see that, and then you're going downward.
Now we are approaching the Church of St. Vitus in Český Krumlov. It is an important late Gothic monument from 1407 to 1438, with later modifications. In 1995, it was declared a National Cultural Monument of the Czech Republic. The Church of St. Vitus in Český Krumlov is one of the grand architectural structures of the city, steeped in history and religious significance. Built in the Gothic style in the 14th century, the Church of St. Vitus remains one of the key symbols of the city. It is located in the historic center of Český Krumlov, right next to numerous other attractions such as the castle and the Old Town. The architectural style of the church is a beautiful example of Gothic architecture, with tall, slender towers and graceful arches. Inside, the church also impresses with its beauty, adorned with numerous statues, frescoes, and religious icons. The Church of St. Vitus plays an important religious role for the local community, hosting worship services and religious ceremonies. It is also a place of pilgrimage for believers and tourists who come here to pray and admire its majestic beauty. Visiting the Church of St. Vitus is not only an opportunity to delve into the history and architecture of Český Krumlov, but also to feel the grandeur and spirituality of this place. Now we are entering the garden of the Jesuit seminary. Upon entering the garden of the Jesuit seminary in Cesky Krumlov, visitors are treated to an unparalleled vantage point offering panoramic views of the castle and the city.
Why not?
This vantage point stands as one of the premier locations from which to appreciate the architectural grandeur of Cesky Krumlov and its historical landmarks. The garden of the Jesuit seminary is renowned for providing visitors with a serene environment amidst lush greenery, complemented by the picturesque backdrop of the cityscape and the majestic Cesky Krumlov castle. This scenic overlook offers a unique opportunity for tourists and enthusiasts alike to capture the essence of the city's rich cultural heritage while immersing themselves in its breathtaking natural beauty. We are approaching Svornosti Square, which translates to Harmony Square. This is the historic center of the old town of Cesky Krumlov. The historic center with the castle complex of Cesky Krumlov is protected by law as an urban monument reserve, and since 1992 it has been included in the UNESCO World Heritage List due to its well-preserved Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque architecture. The centerpiece of the square is the plague column of the Virgin Mary, with the statue of the Virgin Mary and 8 saints, the patrons of the city and protectors against the plague. The sculptural decoration of the column in the Baroque style is the work of the Prague sculptor Matej Václav Jekyll. Český Krumlov, though a popular tourist destination, has several little-known facts that might surprise even those familiar with the town. Mysterious undergrounds. The undergrounds of Český Krumlov are a complex network of tunnels and passages used for various purposes throughout history, including shelters during sieges and storage spaces. Jewish heritage. The town had a small but significant Jewish community. The Český Krumlov Synagogue, built in 1909 in the Neo-Gothic style, has been preserved to this day and is an important part of the town's cultural heritage. Marionette Museum. Český Krumlov houses a unique marionette museum featuring puppets and marionettes from various eras and styles. This museum showcases the traditions of Czech puppet theater. Krumlov Graphite Mine. Near the town is a graphite mine that visitors can tour. This mine played a crucial role in the local economy's development. Visitors can wear protective clothing and explore the shafts to learn about the graphite mining process. Bear Moat. Near the Český Krumlov Castle is the famous Bear Moat, where live bears have been kept since the 16th century. This tradition symbolizes the power and strength of the Rosenberg family, who owned the castle. Inside the Český Krumlov Castle is a labyrinth of corridors and secret rooms used for defense and escape in case of attack. Some of these passages are accessible to visitors on tours. Krumlov Rose Film Festival. Each year, Český Krumlov hosts the Krumlov Rose Film Festival, which focuses on independent cinema and attracts filmmakers and viewers from various countries. Relics of St. Sigismund. The Church of St. Vitus houses the relics of St. Sigismund, who is considered the town's patron saint. This site is a pilgrimage destination for many believers. Unknown legends. Local legends speak of ghosts inhabiting the ancient buildings and castle. One of the most famous legends is the story of the White Lady, a ghost said to appear in the castle. Ahead is the Lazebnický bridge, which connects Latran with the Old Town, specifically with Latran and Radniční streets. The current appearance of the bridge dates back to around the 1830s. The bridge stands on 2 stone supports and 1 central support, forming the beginning of the island. In the spring of 2024, the bridge was completely restored. From the bridge, there is also an excellent view of the castle and the Vltava River. These are the Red Gates. They are located at the entrance to the castle and in their current form date back to 1748. The gates are two-leaf wooden gates with a carved coat of arms of the Schwarzenberg family at the top. The traditional red paint gave the gates their name. Access to the castle was only possible through the ancient bridge and the grand red gates, which prepare guests for an exciting journey into the past. The castle complex consists of 5 courtyards, each of which once had its own purpose in the complex internal infrastructure. Entrance to the second inner courtyard is via a bridge that spans the Bear Moat. During the time when the fortress was owned by the Rosenberg family, whose symbol was a bear, these animals were always present in the moat. The bears live in very respectable conditions in the castle moat, the same place where their predecessors have lived since the 18th century, guarding the castle.
为什么养熊呢？熊也有寿命的有限嘛，这些死掉的小熊去哪里呢？等一下在城堡里面就有标本。
The inner part of the courtyard is now called the Lower Castle. Most of the buildings located here are in the Renaissance style. The central feature of this part of the castle complex is the Hrad, or Little Castle, built in the 13th century. This building is home to the famous castle tower in the Gothic style, which has a well-known viewing platform offering magnificent views of Cesky Krumlov. In addition to the castle, the second inner courtyard also contains another manager's house, a cheese dairy building decorated in sgraffito, a mint, and another old fountain built in 1602. The castle was founded in the first half of the 13th century by the noble Vitus family. The first mentions of the castle date back to the year 1240. At that time, the castle was a wooden fortress located on a rocky promontory, strategically important for controlling trade routes along the Vltava River. In the 14th century, the castle was rebuilt and expanded in the Gothic style. During this time, stone fortifications, massive walls, and watchtowers were added. The Rosenberg family, who inherited the castle from the Witkovich family, made it their main residence. They made significant changes to the castle's architecture, adding magnificent halls and decorative elements. Between the second and third courtyards of the castle complex, there is a narrow corridor with vaults and a balcony with a viewing platform. Here is also the main dominant feature of the entire complex, the upper castle, the exterior walls of which are adorned with frescoes depicting allegories. In the third courtyard, at its very center, is the Chapel of St. George. In the fourth courtyard, there are buildings from the 14th to the 18th centuries, beneath which mysterious Wenceslas cellars are carved into the rock. In the 16th century, the castle was once again rebuilt, this time in the Renaissance style. The Rosenberg family enlisted Italian architects and artists who transformed the castle by adding new wings, inner courtyards, and gardens. During this period, significant buildings such as the Cloak Bridge and the Renaissance castle were constructed. In the 17th century, the castle came under the ownership of the Schwarzenberg family, who made the final significant changes to the architecture and interior of the castle. A Baroque theater was built, one of the few that has survived to this day. The interiors of the castle were richly decorated in the Baroque style, with new halls and rooms added. In the 19th century, the castle lost its strategic importance and gradually became more of a cultural and historical monument. After World War II, the castle was nationalized and turned into a museum open to visitors. The interior space of the fifth courtyard served entertainment purposes. Here is a green area with a riding hall, the summer palace of Bellaria, and a theater from 1684. From the residential areas of Krumlov Castle, the fifth courtyard is accessed by the Cloak Bridge of the 18th century, which consists of 3 levels and a roof, and is adorned with statues of famous Czechs, Jan Nepomuk, Anthony of Padua, Felix, Wenceslas. There is also another viewing platform on the bridge. The Theatre of Krumlov Castle, built in the Baroque style, is a monument of world architecture. To this day, the theater retains its original stage machinery, 17th century props, and antique costumes. In the 20th century, extensive restoration work was carried out here, and now the Castle Theatre serves as a museum. The gardens of Krumlov Castle cover a vast area, designed in the late Baroque style with Rococo elements. The garden territory is divided into 3 zones: lime tree alleys with a summer riding hall, a lower parterre in the shape of a square with a cascade fountain adorned with mythological sculptures, and a regular park. Since Krumlov Castle is located on rocky terrain, the park also features sloping landscapes with height differences of about 60 meters. The summer palace with fresco decorations is situated in the park as well. The castle garden in the Baroque style was created in the 17th century. Its area is less than 11 hectares and it is divided into several parts. The lower garden terrace, called Stepnitz, or the Royal Garden, is located next to the Winter Riding Hall and served as a private noble garden. The upper terrace is called the Summer Stable and was used for horse training. Nearly half of the castle garden area is occupied by the lower parterre, with flower beds in the form of Rococo ornaments and sturdy trees. The fourth part, the upper garden, is a landscape forest park. In the castle garden, you will also find the cascading fountain, a revolving viewing hall, and the summer residence of Bellaria. In the park area of Krumlov Castle, there is an unusual summer theater with a revolving auditorium. Various musical and dance performances, as well as children's fairy tales, take place in this venue. Depending on the type of tour chosen, both the timing and cost of the excursion vary. Krumlov Castle offers several for visiting. The revolving auditorium in Cesky Krumlov is located in the upper garden near the summer residence of Bellaria. The first auditorium was built in 1958 with a capacity of 60 seats and was designed by Joan Brems. Today's auditorium can accommodate up to 658 visitors.
그러니까 지금도 한인민박집이잖아. 크게 어려운 게 없는 거야. 왜 이렇게 늦게 와요? 끝까지 간다니까.
And here we come to the end of our stroll through the magical Cesky Krumlov. Impressed by its narrow streets, mysterious courtyards, and magnificent castle, we bid farewell to this unique city filled with heartwarming memories. We hope you were able to feel a glimpse of its magic along with us. If you enjoyed our walk around Cesky Krumlov, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on new exciting adventures. Give this video a thumbs up if it inspired you, and share it with your friends so they can also enjoy the beauty of this amazing place. Thank you for your support. It inspires us to create even more engaging content. See you in the next videos.
No, welcome back.